my name is Tufan, and in this video I will show you how to earn money with Airbnb and how to create an account by Airbnb. I want to show you that it is possible to earn a lot of money with Airbnb. So I show you my income by Airbnb from the year 2017. The reason why I choose the year 2017 is because in this year I was only using Airbnb and not other platforms like Booking or Expedia or Agoda. So we can analyze it the best way. It's not mixed with other platforms. This income is pure over Airbnb. So first of all, I have to see the first month, January. I just moved in, so I did not use the entire month. And then it's like up and down a little bit. And in this month, you have to know, I have a 3-room apartment and I renovate all the 3 rooms. So I was blocking basically the entire month. So in this month, it was also my plan that nobody can book it. And here in September, you see a huge peak. Like I earned here 2,400 euro in this month. And this is because I'm close to Munich, where I live here. And the time of September, there is the Oktoberfest, right? It's Oktoberfest, but somehow it's in September. And this is why at that time there are a lot of tourists coming, and I could make a lot of money in this month. I remember back the time when I was renting a flat. I had to pay so much money in order to rent the flat, and I had to pay every month my landlord. And I feel like I work so hard, but all my money is just to pay off my flat. And when I start to share my flat over Airbnb, I could save so much money. I mean, you can save so much money in a year, and you can do so much things with that, things that actually really matter for you. You can spend the money to help your family. You can go to travel. You can do things that are actually important for you. So I think it's a really good way to save a lot of money. How to create an account by Airbnb. I prepared for you a link down the video. You will see it under the video, a link. And if you click on the link, it will forward you to this site. And here you have to click the upper right corner to start. And either you have the choice now, either you can, if you have a Facebook account, you can log in with Facebook, or either you have Android, you also probably have a Google Gmail account, you can log in here, but I just assume you just want to log in with your email address. So I will press now on this button. So here you have to type in your email account. I will just test this. Then you have to type in here your name. And you have to get a password. You need to have big letters, small letters, and numbers, that it's safe. So you have to be old enough to do that. So type in your birthday. Yeah. And you don't want to get advertised. I assume this. So, and now you would have to register, but in order to register, there are also the Airbnb AGBs. So, and now it's the thing. I just want to show you something. Yeah. This is some nice conversation, some fight that I had with Airbnb support, and they were just removing some of my bookings, and what they basically writing here, I just want to translate for you, is like, no matter if guests booking, Airbnb support can, whenever they want, delete your bookings, and they don't have to pay anything for that. Basically, you have to pay that. No? So they even write this down in their AGBs and laws that they can, whenever they want, they can just deactivate or deleting your account. No? And it's really unbelievable what they do. They don't even have to listening to what you say. No matter what, if some person feel like, oh no, I think I don't want you here anymore, or I want to blackmail you, whatever, they can, whenever they want, just delete your account. No, you have to be aware of that. And actually, I really don't want to agree with that, but what can I do if there's only one platform? And if you want to be in the beautiful world of Airbnb, then you have to accept it. The individual, like I don't know what place you have, if you have a house or a flat or whatever, but I will just type it in like house is by me. Like for me it is an ordinary flat. I not just rent the entire place, but only single rooms, and they are not shared. And of no, because I also have personal stuff for myself. No, I'm a private person, so I say no. Continue, and I say this is a double bed, 1 meter 60 is for 2 persons, and I agree with that. Badezimmer, yeah, it has 1 bathroom, and then you have to write in the address. Like I of course write in my address. I'm in Germany, Deutschland, Herschelstraße 28. So yeah, like I bought this flat, so it's actually mine. I'm the owner, so I don't have any problems with this. Continue. So now it shows me the place here. Exactly, it is there. And now you have to type in what you have. For example, I have a TV, I have stuff to iron, there are places where you can put clothes and you can dry the hair, and there's a heater and ordinary stuff, towels there, but I do not provide like shampoo for people, but Wi-Fi and place to work, table, but I do not provide a breakfast. No, but all the important stuff like fire, and this is the law, you have to have this, and I have it. There is a kitchen that you can use. I provide parking space, but I don't know, actually these things I also have to washing and to dry clothes. And yeah, now we can continue with that. I don't know if we have to write all of that, like to describe. I think at the beginning we don't have to write so much. I think we can skip some of these parts for right now, but later you should also put in pictures. Okay. I think a few words you have to write, but this is an example, so this is a tutorial. Is this already enough? Oh, okay. Okay. How I call this? Let's call it booking. Call this insert booking. Fügen Sie ein Foto hinzu. Well, this is also a thing. I have to put in a picture of myself, but guests do not have to have a picture by themselves. And if they have, the picture is hidden and I don't see their picture, but when I accept their booking, then I see their picture. But if later I don't want and I want to cancel, then I have to pay expensive cancellation fee for that. So yeah, whatever. I choose. So I just chose a picture. Oh, in this picture I still did not have a beard. Looks really different. So here's the thing. Now you have to type in the phone number of yours. So and now you will get an SMS on your phone with a number, with a PIN code, and you have to type in this number. I will hide everything here, but you don't see that, but I'm just explaining. Yeah, exactly this number the guest can use to contact you. So, thank you very much. And now it's time to continue. Yeah, we can continue here. Guests can have this. Okay, these are certain laws that you have. Children. Is it good for children, for small children? I mean, if you have this here, you would need stuff like where you can change. Have to be really safety stuff for small children, but I think children in this age is no problem. A lot of people don't like pets. Of course, also not smoking, and people usually don't allow parties at their place. And here you can say certain things that your place have. Now, for example, if there are people that has disability, that cannot walk stairs, they cannot, there's not a lift, then you have to check in this here, if it could be loud, if you have pets there, if there are no parking places, and if anything is not working in the room, if you have weapons. But for me, I have this here because I had some guests that steal stuff by me, so I placed in a security camera, and as you can see, here's even a checkbox for that. Checkbox for there is security cameras there, and if people booking your place, they will see this, that you check in this, and they will know, okay, I'm aware of that. There are cameras in the room, no? And you can type in a message here to explain a little bit more. Yeah. Guess you will. Okay. Yeah. Right now I have the time of 15. 15. You have to plan by yourself at when your guests can check in, but you have to be aware of that. Of course, you have to be either there to give them a key if you don't have an automatic system how to provide them a key, for example with a door with a code. This is a little bit more advanced. I will show you this in another video, but for right now you have to know if someone is at home at that time, that they can check in at that time. And also you cannot make it too early. I would not make it flexible. Like I would not, don't know where to set up that. I would not make it so flexible because if people want to come 9 a.m. in the morning and you have other guests before that is still sleeping at that time, you cannot kick your other guests out. Now you have to plan, okay, the other guests have to check out, you need time to prepare the room, and then when is really a comfortable time that the other guests can check in again. So okay, this is really bullshit. You should not trust in the Airbnb guarantee 800,000 euro. I had once a problem. I tell you about that. A guest broke my door by check-in because he did not use the code, automatic login code properly. So he broke my door. There was a little bit, let's say, a small scratch at the beginning, but I had to fight against the insurance of Airbnb like 6 months till everything was done. That till that time my door was so broken that if people would know that the door was broken, they could push a little bit against the door and that the door would be open without key, without anything. And of course I had to go work. I had to go work because I need to earn money, and people could just walk into my house and steal all my stuff, and Airbnb don't give a shit about all of that. But they were even negotiating about the price of this door, the part of the door that was broken. They say this is the price. They told me that price, and they try to negotiate the price lower. But I talk with them. I say, like, you cannot make advertise and tell hosts that you have guarantee like that. And now you even fighting with me about the price, how much you pay me back for a thing that the Airbnb guests break in my house. So, but it's not so easy. It's not like, okay, I have a problem and bam, they come and pay you that. No, you have to be aware of that. They will behave like an insurance company. Yeah, okay. I checked the calendar. About the calendar, I will show you a separate video how to manage that really good, especially with other platforms. Yeah. Okay. If you are new, then just say you are new. And I assume that you want to have as much as possible guests. Okay. If you need to prepare anything, then you just, let's say, in a week or something. But if you're comfortable, if you have a place prepared and everything, you can just say, I'm ready in one day. I'm ready. You can come whenever you want. So most of the time people come actually like 3 months before. These are most of the people. I have little guests who actually book 6 months before. Then it's also hard for me to plan actually, but I'm close to Munich here in Bavaria, and it is Oktoberfest, and at that time it's really hard for people to find anything. Like, all the hotels are full, so even people plan even 1 year before to go to places like that. But yeah, you can choose as you want. Like, I like to be a little bit more flexible. I don't know, if I go to holiday, then I cannot prepare the place. Then you would have to find someone who is there to give the key to the guest and whatever. And if you accept a booking and then you storno that booking, it costs you a lot of money. You have to pay like a punishment fee basically, and it gives you bad statistics. So maybe if you're not sure at which time you go to vacation or whatever, then maybe just say 3 months before. No? Yeah. This is the minimum time guests have to book. Like, if you don't want to always prepare, always washing and prepare, like for guests that just come one night, you can type in the minimum nights is like 4 days or a week or something like that. Guests who stay less than this, you don't even consider. Or you don't want people to stay longer than a month, then you can type it in here. But I would just let this free. No, it just depends on how you want it. So they say this entire month close, and then I just go to the next month. Then I say, okay, I know, for example, at certain days I'm not here. For example, if I visit my family, I'm not at the weekend at home, then I will block this because I cannot prepare the room for that time. No? You can unblock the rooms basically, and say which days are free and which days are not free. So this is the price. So usually, yeah, you have to check the other insurance in your areas, but this price here, I would not trust the price. Actually, I never get this amount in this area here actually. So I would just look and check for what price you feel comfortable, what you want, and then type it in like that. No, for example, by me, it's, for example, I figure out 27 euro is a common price. It's competitive, it's good, and I usually don't use this intelligent price anymore. At the beginning, yes, because I did not know the prices so well, but I tried a lot over these 2 years, and I figure out this is where I go. Yeah, I don't like to give rabatt. So this is actually a really interesting part, because here you can get guests who book long term. Like, of course, if you want, just let's say your goal is to earn as much money as you want, then you have this price, the base price that I set there at 27 euro. It's my listening. No? This is a good price for one day, but if people would book an entire month, they would not pay for every single day 27 euro, because it would be insane expensive. But I just write in, let's, for example, if I would take the tip, then I would get 419 euro a month if a guest would book for 1 month. But this is also too much. Like, at my area, it's not so easy to find a place actually. But if I would type in, like, let's say this price here, also nobody would pay for 1 month staying there. But let's say if someone would book it for 1 month, then you would also only have to prepare the room one time there and everything. You don't have to explain them everything new. No, so it's also less work for you. So you can think about, okay, how much is it worthy? Like, let's say if someone pay you that amount and he stay 1 month, is it worthy that you have less work also, and they get therefore a cheaper price? No, you can think about that way. And also 1 week. No, this is something you can try. You can try a few times what people are willing to pay for your place, that you get a good price and also maybe less amount of work. No, this is what you can do. Okay. Of course, there are lots. Okay, and of course you need good pictures. No, I do not make a tutorial here about pictures, but I just choose a picture here. Okay. Okay. We are done. Now you can publish it. Go to Insert and to the prices. You see here the price that you set. And what I recommend you, if you have a room for 2 people, then I would adjust additional price for a second person. Because when you think about it, the second person is also using warm water and electricity and everything. And also, if you compare, for example, with a hotel, then if in a hotel there would be 2 people, it would be like the base price like 2 times. So it's like insane more expensive with 2 people. But if you have one additional price, let's say a little bit more, and people are also willing to pay more for that, but it is still like a win-win situation. Like, they pay more but still less than in a hotel with 2 people. And also you could target your target group better, like people who just like 1 person, they would not pay like this plus this here. If it's the base price, it would be like maybe too expensive for them. So if there's only 1 person, then you can target the target group with 1 person better. And for the target group with 2 people, you can get more out of that, but still make a good deal for them and also for you. And when I learned that, I could really earn much, much more money than before I learned that trick. So now you can earn a lot of money with Airbnb. But in the end, I want to give you a warning, a bad experience that I met. Like right now, the moment I record this video, it's the year 2020 and Airbnb is going to have their first IPO, and they are now a huge company. They have a lot of employer, they have a lot of customer, and they changed their policy, which means they don't treat their hosts really good, which means they treat them like supplier, which means really shitty actually. And there is this experience that I had. For example, there was that guest, he booked a room for 1 month. And then he changed his mind. He wanted to leave, but he wanted to get his money back. But it was too close to the time that he was actually booking it already. And the thing is, I bought that apartment. I have to pay every month a huge amount of money to pay back the credit. And I have responsibility. So if I cannot pay back the credit to the bank, means the banker will just take away my flat and they take my money and they just sell my flat again and they earn money twice. So yeah, this is a lot of pressure actually to earn also money with that. And I refused to pay him back this money. And the Airbnb support, they were really, really unprofessional in what they're doing. But you could really see the way how they think. Like they're really centralized in the customer, means the people that booking, but how they treat the host, actually the people who built up this society, was really disgraceful. When it happened, they wrote me and they wanted to, they talked like, hey, okay, do you accept the stoner? And I said no. And then there was a time when suddenly 1 entire week of all my bookings, like people who already book and confirmed booking, they were suddenly deleted. And I thought there's a technical problem. I thought it is because of my Smoobu account. This is a software that synchronized between different platforms, and I thought maybe there is a problem with my Smoobu. Maybe it's stolen all the bookings. So I wrote to the Airbnb support and asked them what's going on. And the guy wrote me back, someone is going to call you. I said, okay. I was waiting for a call, but there was never a call coming. No? But at that time, I didn't realize that both things has to do something with each other. Which means they were deleting 1 week of my booking in order to blackmail me. Because later they wrote me, do you accept it now, like to pay back the money for that month? And I didn't realize, because I didn't know that there was a connection between these two events. And I say, no, I don't accept it. And after that, this Airbnb support was really tricky. She sent me an email with, we will going to call you. And in a really, like in the last sentence down, like, by the way, here are the laws of Airbnb and the link with that. But at that time, I didn't realize that it was important. No? Like the focus was more like on the message, we were going to call you. And then a few days later, they say, you are violating our laws. These were the laws that I sent you before. And they just deactivate my account. Like, and right after that, they are removing 3 months of all confirmed bookings. And you have to think about it. Now, I earn like 600 to 900 euro each month, each room that I have. So I lost thousands of euro. Actually, if in this month if I would not have Smoobu, and if I would not have other platforms, that I rent, then I would even lose more money out of that. And I think this is unbelievable how unprofessional they are, and how they treat, how bad they're actually treating their host. And which is why, if you are going to be a host right now, I strongly recommend you to also use other platforms like Booking, like Expedia, like Agoda, and also maybe also your own website. And I will show you how to do that in the next videos. You're welcome.